26-year-old David Raborn has always loved sports, but playing them has never been this hard.
When you catch it, I want you to spin and pass it to Tamara.
Okay.
These drills are part of David's rehab. Just 8 months ago, he fell off his bicycle going over the handlebars head first into the pavement. The impact of the fall cracked his helmet.
I didn't want to move him, but I didn't want to leave him on the road either, so we moved him into the grass.
Bob Lloyd was driving down Range Road 223 when he found David face down, motionless.
I don't even know how long I was in the ditch with him. I just remember trying to stop all the blood, and it wouldn't stop. It was crazy how much was coming out of him. I couldn't believe somebody had that much blood, and as much as it was on the road.
Paramedics rushed David to Grey Nuns, where a CT scan showed a massive brain injury with internal bleeding. He was then rushed to the neurology unit at the U of A hospital.
The fact that his pupil was beginning to dilate on the side of the hematoma, this was a sure sign that his brainstem was being compressed.
Dr. Chow and his operating team had about an hour to remove the blood clot before David could slip into a deep coma with a slim chance of ever waking up.
He looked awful. He looked very, very bad. And with my background and emergency and that sort of thing, my heart was just sinking.
Doctors removed a piece of David's skull to make more room for the brain swelling. It was a successful surgery, but David spent the next 5 months in a coma, dealing with 2 more emergency brain surgeries and other complications like blood clots throughout his body.
It is only in the blink of an eye that something can happen to any one of us. But for a mother, it is torture.
Torture that would soon turn to triumph. By mid-February, David woke up from his coma and soon after was moved to the Glenrose Rehabilitation Hospital. He arrived with what doctors describe as an extremely low level of function.
He had not regained control of his bowel and bladder yet. His thought processes were very slow. He did have movement in all his limbs, and it was reasonably strong, but it was very stiff and very slow and very clumsy.
But from that point on, David worked vigorously on improving basic skills like walking, talking, and eating, even showing his sense of humor by updating his Facebook status to, "Hey guys, did I miss anything?"
Yeah,
So, why did you write that?
I thought it was funny.
In just 3 months of rehab, David shattered goals his therapist made.
The speed of which he's improved absolutely is miraculous.
His attitude never failed. And I think that is what helped him to not just survive, but to thrive.
David says his friends, family, and hope is what got him through each day. His friends rallied, raising money for the U of A Hospital Foundation with these T-shirts. Those close to him say David is known as a fighter.
If he was going to be given the chance, I knew that he'd be able to do it. So we all stayed positive, and look where we are now.
8 months and 2 days after his accident, David was discharged from the Glenrose. He'll continue as an outpatient for the next 5 months, but has this to share.
I'm just so lucky to be here. I'm so happy to be here.
Veronica Jubenville, CTV News, Edmonton.